What your blood type really says about you. Your blood type might seem like a simple medical label, something doctors check before a surgery or a blood transfusion. But hidden inside that single letter on your medical record is something far more fascinating. A biological signature, written by thousands of years of human survival. Because your blood type isn't random. It's the result of ancient battles between humans and the environment, between immune systems and deadly diseases, between survival and extinction. In fact, scientists now believe your blood type may influence how your body reacts to infections, how your immune system behaves, and even which diseases you might be slightly more resistant to. And the story behind it begins long before modern civilization existed. Long before cities, before farming, before humans built the world we know today. It begins tens of thousands of years ago, when early humans were still struggling just to survive. Right now, every person on Earth belongs to one of four main blood groups: A, B, AB, or O. But those four letters represent very different evolutionary paths. Each one tells a story about how your ancestors lived, what they ate, and the environments they managed to survive in. Let's start with the oldest bloodline on Earth. Type O, the ancient survivor. Type O is considered the oldest blood type in human history. Genetic research suggests it appeared more than 30,000 years ago, during a time when humans were still living as hunter-gatherers. These were people constantly moving across harsh landscapes, hunting animals for food, and facing extreme dangers from predators, injuries, and infections. Survival was brutal. And because life was so dangerous, the immune systems of early humans needed to be extremely aggressive. Scientists believe this is why type O blood is often associated with a strong and highly reactive immune response. Several medical studies have found that people with type O blood may have a lower risk of certain heart diseases compared to other blood types. Researchers have also discovered that type O may provide some protection against severe forms of malaria, one of the deadliest diseases in human history. But there is always a trade-off in biology. The same powerful immune system that helps type O individuals fight infections can sometimes become too reactive. This may explain why people with type O blood have a slightly higher risk of conditions like stomach ulcers caused by the bacterium Helicobacter pylori. Even today, type O remains the most common blood type in the world, with roughly 40 to 45% of the global population carrying this ancient genetic signature. In many ways, type O blood represents the original human immune system, the survival blueprint of our earliest ancestors. Type A, the agricultural shift. But human life didn't stay the same forever. Around 10,000 to 20,000 years ago, something revolutionary happened. Humans began farming. Instead of constantly traveling in small groups, people started living in permanent settlements. Villages turned into towns. Towns turned into early civilizations. But this new lifestyle introduced a completely different survival challenge. When humans started living close together with livestock and large populations, diseases spread faster than ever before. In crowded environments, aggressive immune responses could sometimes do more harm than good. Scientists believe that type A blood may have evolved during this transition to help the immune system become more regulated and controlled. Instead of reacting explosively to every threat, the immune system of type A individuals tends to be more balanced and measured. This adaptation may have helped early agricultural communities survive constant exposure to new bacteria and viruses. However, this balance also comes with certain vulnerabilities. Some research suggests that people with type A blood may have a slightly higher risk of certain infections and cardiovascular conditions. There are also studies indicating that type A individuals might produce higher levels of cortisol, the hormone associated with stress, which might explain why some researchers have linked type A blood with increased stress sensitivity. Though personality traits cannot truly be determined by blood type, the biological differences in immune behavior are very real. Today, type A blood is especially common in Europe, North America, and parts of Australia. A genetic reminder of humanity's shift from hunter-gatherers to farmers. Type B, the nomadic adaptation. Type B blood tells a different story entirely. Researchers believe it first appeared around 15,000 years ago, among human populations living in the vast regions of Central Asia. These early communities were nomadic. They traveled across enormous distances, facing unpredictable climates, extreme temperature shifts, and constantly changing diets. One month they might rely on animal milk and meat. Another season they might survive on grains or wild plants. Because of these unstable environments, scientists think type B blood evolved with a highly adaptable immune system. a system capable of adjusting to many different food sources and environmental challenges. Some medical research suggests that individuals with type B blood may show better tolerance towards certain bacterial infections. But this adaptability may also come with increased susceptibility to rare autoimmune conditions, where the immune system mistakenly attacks the body's own cells. Globally, type B blood is most common in Asia, especially in regions like India, China, and parts of Central Asia. Its distribution across the world reflects ancient migration patterns of nomadic populations moving across continents. In evolutionary terms, type B represents adaptability and environmental flexibility, a survival strategy built for unpredictable conditions. Type AB, the modern blend. Now we reach the rarest of the four major blood groups. Type AB. Unlike the others, AB blood is relatively new in human history. Scientists estimate it appeared only around 1,000 to 1,200 years ago, when populations carrying type A and type B genes began mixing through migration, trade, and expanding civilizations. Genetically, AB is fascinating because it combines traits from both blood types. People with AB blood possess immune markers from both A and B systems. This gives them a unique biological profile. In terms of blood transfusions, individuals with AB blood are known as universal plasma recipients, meaning they can receive plasma from almost any blood type. But when it comes to donating blood, their compatibility is far more limited. Only other AB individuals can receive it. This rarity makes AB blood the least common type worldwide, found in only about 4% of the global population. From an evolutionary perspective, type AB may represent a genetic blending of populations as human societies became more interconnected, a symbol of humanity's increasing diversity. The hidden factor, Rh positive and Rh negative. But blood types aren't only defined by the letters A, B, AB, or O. There is another crucial factor hidden within your blood. It's called the Rh factor. This protein was discovered in 1940, and it plays an essential role in modern medicine. If your blood contains the Rh protein, you are Rh positive. If it does not, you are Rh negative. Around 85% of people worldwide are Rh positive, while the remaining 15% are Rh negative. Scientists still debate exactly why this variation exists. Some researchers believe it may have evolved as a genetic mutation in ancient human populations. Others suggest it may provide subtle immune advantages in certain environments. But the Rh factor became especially important when doctors discovered its role in pregnancy. If an Rh-negative mother carries an Rh-positive baby, the mother's immune system can sometimes treat the baby's blood cells as a threat. This condition, known as Rh incompatibility, once caused serious complications for newborns. Before medical treatments were developed, it could even be fatal. Today, however, a simple injection given during pregnancy can prevent this immune reaction entirely, a discovery that has saved millions of lives around the world. The myth of blood type personality. In some countries, especially Japan and South Korea, many people believe blood type can influence personality. Type A individuals are often described as organized and sensitive. Type B is sometimes associated with creativity and independence. Type O is linked with leadership and confidence. And type AB is often seen as complex or unpredictable. These ideas have become part of pop culture, even appearing in job interviews and dating preferences. But scientifically, there is no strong evidence that blood type determines personality. Human behavior is shaped by countless factors including genetics, environment, upbringing, and personal experiences. Blood type alone cannot define who you are, the real meaning of your blood type. So what does your blood type really say about you? It tells the story of human evolution, a story written in microscopic proteins on the surface of your red blood cells, a story about ancient diseases that threatened entire populations, about migrations across continents, about how the human body adapted to survive under completely different environmental conditions, from the aggressive survival immune systems of hunter-gatherers to the balanced defenses of agricultural societies, to the adaptable resilience of nomadic populations. Every blood type reflects a different chapter in the history of humanity. And when you discover your own blood type, you're not just learning a medical detail. You're discovering a small piece of the survival story that allowed your ancestors to live long enough for you to exist today. Thousands of years of evolution, flowing quietly through your veins.